Okay, so this is my video ahead of For the Love of Fantasy and Sci-Fi. It's one that Ben and Kaya went to last year, and they enjoyed it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go, but for once, I had the money, so um, I'm going along. I'm gonna see what it's like. I'm gonna see if I enjoy it. It's fantasy based, so that's why I didn't like. That's why I wasn't too keen on it to begin with. I'm not really a fantasy guy. They do have sci-fi there, but I'm only really a Star Wars guy. Um, I much prefer um, the anime side of stuff. Um, the anime side of Comic Con. There's when you go to MCM, right? There's like different corners, not physically, but like there's different corners of people. There's different fandoms, if you will. There's different communities. You got the comic book people. You got the comic book people. You've got the movie and pop culture people. You've got the fantasy people. You've got the anime and gaming people. Those are like the different corners of MCM. And obviously, For the Love of Fantasy is going to cater to the um, the fantasy corner, right? If you've got something like AnimeCon, obviously that's going to cater to the anime and gaming people. If you have like London Comic Con Spring, for example, that one is very film and pop culture, just like a London Film and Comic Con, which I've never been to, but I'm going to assume it's the same sort of thing. Animanga Pop is obviously anime and gaming. Um, I can't really think of any other conventions. MegaCon, which I've never been to, and I really want to go to because Ben loved it. Um, he said that's one's like internet culture, which is I don't know, but he liked it. Um, I don't know which corner that would be, but I want to go to MegaCon. But yeah, For the Love of Fantasy is tomorrow. Um, I don't have a fantasy cosplay, and I don't think I ever will. So I don't want to just go in my normal clothes. What I want to do now is if I go to a convention where I'm not cosplaying, I will still be cosplaying because I got the jersey. I've got the Miles Morales jersey. Um, so I'll be going as casual Miles tomorrow. Obviously it's a fantasy thing, so I'm not gonna, probably not gonna get asked for many photos. Although the times that I've gone as casual Miles, I have been recognised. At I love when there's construction outside. I just love that. When we went to Animanga Pop, I went as casual Miles, and I got recognised like twice. One of them was asking me for, oh, where did you get the jersey? So I gave them the website, teamjerseys.pro.com. And I think the same thing happened in 2025 when I went for 2 days. Um, but yeah, I at least get recognised. I don't know if that's going to happen For the Love of Fantasy. Although, right, I've already bought my ticket. Let's talk about the criteria, right? I am not I'm not doing that anymore, right? The space up there where I keep all of my figures, some of them are down here because I got out some of the old Lego. The space up there for the figures running out. It is basically run out. If I were to put the things that were here back up there, there's no more space to put any more figures. So I'm done with the criteria, right? I'm done with the figures as part of it. I still want to get plushes. I still want to get prints. I still want to get stickers. I'm not fussed about figures anymore. We went to Watford Comic Con recently, where I went as Finn, and I didn't get a figure. I didn't get a print either because I couldn't find a print that I liked. But I got some Pokemon cards and I considered that the print. It's really not, but in my head, that satisfied that. And I was not fussed about figures because I didn't want to spend a lot, and I also didn't find a figure that I really wanted. So I'm done with getting figures unless I can find a SH Figure Arts Black Lady, the articulated one. I'm done with figures. Look at this one. I got this one when I did Casual Miles at MCM because I was playing the character. I don't like Funko Pops. You can't see it very well, but it's a Casual Miles Funko Pop. And I've remade that outfit in cosplay. There's part of it over there. Shamik Moore is gonna be there. Like the voice actor for Miles, right? He's doing photos and autographs. Do you know how cool it would be to have this autographed? Not because I want to sell it or anything, just to have, right? It would be cool to get a photo. It would be really cool to get a photo. You know, I'm going as Casual Miles. It would be cool to get a photo like with him, with the voice actor for the character I'm playing. But I've only got something autographed from Christina V. I got a print of Sailor Mars, autographed by Christina V. Would it not be sick to get this autographed? It's in like this plastic case that I think the vendors at Comic-Con put them in. I would take it out so that he could sign some part of it, and then I put it back in so it's a little protected, right? The autographs are 60 quid. My ticket was already 30 quid, right? And I already wasn't very keen on spending that much to go to an event that I wasn't too hot on, right? Because it's fantasy and I'm not big on fantasy. If I were to, I've got two choices. I already said all of this to Ben. I've got two choices. I can either get an autograph from Shamik Moore for 60 quid, and get nothing else, right? Or I can not and find other stuff to buy, right? To like, you know, to maybe fill the criteria. Those are the options that I have. I'm gonna take it with me. I'm not gonna buy an autograph before the convention. I'm going to take it with me. I'm going to keep it in my bag. If I decide that I do want to get the autograph, I'll go up, say hi, I'll get the autograph, right? It would be cool just to say hi, really. You know, as the character. But you know, if I decide that I don't want to do that, then that's fine. I'll just get other stuff. But it would be really cool to get an autograph from him. Because you know, if he was at Comic-Con, right, those autographs are going to be like 100 and something, which I am definitely not paying for. My photo with Christina V, the first one, was like 32 quid, which is fantastic. I absolutely love her for doing that. Because most of them were like 60 lowest. And then next time she came to MCM, it was about 60, but you know. At AnimeCon, she was there. I paid 45 for a photo and an autograph, which is great. You know, I'm glad I got those. Yeah. Ben and Kay are going both days, Saturday and Sunday. He's going as Pure Vessel, I believe, on Saturday, and normal clothes, no cosplay on Sunday. I think that's what he's going for. There are a bunch of card shows that are around, right? I'm doing my Pokedex. There are a bunch of card shows that are taking place this weekend as well. There's one on Saturday. There's a pretty decently sized one on Saturday, which I can't go to because I'm going to For the Love of Fantasy. And I think there's one on Sunday as well, or maybe it's the same one. That's just tricky because I want to go to church on Sunday. And so I'd have to go to church, and then make my way there. And then, you know, I mean, it's not like I would spend the whole day there, but, and also the cards will probably be kind of expensive. There's also a few cards that I'm like on the lookout for, and the cost of those cards plus this is a lot, right? My hobbies are too expensive. I don't like it. Cosplay is expensive. Buying figures and all of that is expensive. I don't have to, but I want to, right? That's the kind of stuff I'm interested in. Gosh. That's what's up. I have those going nicely. I got the bangles. They are too small. They are too small. I put them on, and it was really it was difficult to put them on. It is near impossible to take them off. It was marking up my hand, bro. It nearly cut me, I think. So I'm not putting those on again until the cosplay is finished and until I actually go out with the cosplay. I'm not putting those bangles on again until I actually wear the full thing, because it is not worth it. They're so hard to take off and it hurts. But yeah, that's what's up. Maybe I'll make a video about after for the love of fantasy. There's still some videos I need to edit and upload of. I don't know if I made one for MCM this year, but there's that if there is one. Animanga Pop, I know I'm editing one. London Anime, nope. London Comic Con Spring, I believe I started editing one. I don't know if I'll finish editing them. I don't know if I can be bothered. One of them is like 40 minutes long. So, yeah.